The Tour de France Stage 14 crash occurred on the narrow mountain roads of the Pyrenees, resulting in several riders being taken to the hospital. The crash began when Dauphin went over the barrier on a descent because his wheel slipped. Several other riders followed him, crashing onto the road, and some even ended up in the bushes. The incident affected both the GC and stage leaders, with some dropping out of the race completely. Those affected include leader Primož Roglič, his teammate Tony Martin, and former race leader Julian Alaphilippe. Other riders were forced to take new tires or new motorcycles to continue. In addition, 4 BMC riders were among the 10 total riders that were taken to the hospital. Injuries reported include broken collarbone or shoulder blade, multiple bruises, and potential facial injuries. It was not clear at first if the race would be stopped and then restarted or the race would pause. The real story became clearer as the doctors assessed the injured riders and declared who could and couldn't start. The peloton had to slow down as news of the crash spread, causing the roads to become choked with people. It was a sad sight for the spectators. Some had waited many hours to see the race, only to have this tragedy occur. However, the doctors and medical team acted fast to assess and treat the injured cyclists. This crash is very concerning to all who watched or followed the ongoing race. Bikes, helmets, and bikes were suffered the most in the crash, but thankfully there was no loss of life. It is unclear how this crash will affect the remainder of the race, as ridden contenders will need time to heal before they can race with the same performance. Doctors have stated that some of the cyclists can still compete in the Tour de France, but they will need to be monitored for their health and safety. The crash also echoes back to 2017, when a similar crash killed one rider and injured 5 others. The Tour de France Stage 14 crash came as a shock to many and will certainly leave an impact on the riders and the race. Many organizations are on board with providing a safer race and cycling environment for all involved. Tour organizers and team managers are also looking to increase safety through technological advances such as airbags and improved helmet design. There have been multiple crashes with serious injuries before, but this Tour de France Stage 14 crash has had the most serious consequences. It is essential to focus on safety protocols and events that will continue to cultivate a safe atmosphere for professional cyclists. Ultimately, this crash has reopened the discussion of riders' safety and what can be done to ensure a safe ride in the future. The Tour de France will continue on despite this crash. The riders will be assessed, and a decision on how to handle the rest of the race will be taken soon.